Hi guys, today we'll be taking a look at how to make charcloth in a primitive environment. Charcloth is a great way of starting fires, um, but it's often something that you take with you from home. But in order to sustain yourself in the out of doors, you should also be able to make charcloth and like that type of materials in the wild. So we'll have a look at how you can do that in a fairly easy way. Okay, so we have a birch bark. Scrape it real fast. And then light it right in the center of all of that. Transfer the flame, let it set, and then it seems I have to get out of the smoke fairly fast here. I'm gonna suffocate myself. Let's just get the flames going here. I'll put this one down first, and then the other one across the other way. I have a couple of bundles ready here. So yeah, that looks pretty safe. Then I'll get out of the way of the flames and the smoke. Alright, you can sit right here. Okay, now we got the fire going. Now we gotta get our other arrangements in order here. Now, charcloth is a really great way of lighting a fire. Basically what it is very often cotton that is heated without access to oxygen, thus creating charcloth. And that will take an ember or a spark and create an ember really easily. So what we usually use is the old school way with flint and steel. Like I've showed you a couple of times before. I got a couple other videos on that, but basically the I don't know if you can see the sparks flying off here, but that's how you do that. But these sparks, they have to catch on something. Now what we use then is charcloth. And the charcloth I usually keep in this box here, but I've run out. So what I'm going to do today is create some more and add to my stock. Take some pieces of this t-shirt like this. You wanna make sure you don't put too much in here. So like you can see here, I've got 4 or 5 like that. That should be enough. If you add too much, it's just not gonna char. It's just gonna sort of get brownish and not really, it's not gonna work, basically. Now this is a tin can, like a Christmas cookie kind of can, and I've punched a hole in it. Now I'm just gonna throw this on the fire, and in not too long at all, you're gonna see that smoke starts coming out of the hole. I don't really have a recipe for how long it should be sitting in the flames like this, but basically what I do, oh yeah, you can see the smoke starting to come right now, yeah. It's gonna get really ugly. You want to make sure you never do this inside. It's a horrible smell, and yeah, it's just not a good idea. You can see the smoke now. It's really clear. What's happening now is it's just burning without oxygen, so it's not catching flame, but it is turning into char. It's charred, and you can see how this transforms the material afterwards. I just want to keep building the fire around here so that we keep the heat. And when the smoke stops coming, it's basically done. You want to keep going like this for at least 5 or 6 minutes, in my experience, and then we'll look at the finished product. Okay, so it looks like the fire is dying down, and I can't really see any more smoke coming out of the hole, so that should mean that it's done. It is of course too hot to handle right now, so I'm just gonna have to take it off and let it cool down in the snow, and then we'll open it up and see what we've got. So let's give it a couple of minutes, and then we can open it up. Okay, now let's see if we can see any remains here. This should be just right. Now they are kind of fragile, so you can see I can just pull them apart like that. I'll just take them apart like this, and we'll see if they take a spark. Now the sparks tend to shoot off this way. That's why I've got this folded up in this area. But you can do it any which way you want, as long as you're able to catch the spark. Now the wind is kind of a problem here. I might have to turn around, move my camera angle a little bit. Oh no, there we go. There we go. So you can see here that it's caught the spark just beautifully. Oh, this is getting kind of hot to hold. If you had something to catch the spark, like some dry grass or well, anything really, you know, birch bark, anything like that would be just perfect to catch this ember. And then you would have flame and fire in no time. Now this is from the second go, and as you can see, you don't really need a very large fire to sustain enough heat to char just a small amount like this. You can see the smoke is dying down. It was a lot more just 30 seconds ago, so that signifies that this is it's almost done. I'm going to take it off now, and if we can find the stick that holds, and we'll see if it's done or not. Okay, so this is the test. You can see it's just from a small strike like that, it's burning right here. If I blow on it, you can see it's increasing. Okay, so that's how you make charcloth in a wild environment. If you don't have a tin can, you can make one out of pottery. All kinds of containers that can take fire without bursting, and also have a sealed lid should do just fine. I mean, I could use my steel bottle, I could use anything like that.